Senior intelligence sources tell NBC News that what started as a feud with Hillary Clinton quickly became an effort to damage the political process in the United States.
Was it a vendetta? Intelligence sources now saying Putin feared greater sanctions if Clinton became the next president. So what now?
Here we are, having arrived here. We now have a sitting president threatening retaliation against Russia and an incoming president tweeting about Donna Brazil while refuting any implications of said hacking.
So what we've seen is more game playing by the mainstream media, the dominating media of our country, that pushes the corrupt elite agenda. The latest example is the use of this phrase, hacking the election, or election hack, when what they're really talking about is the DNC emails and the Podesta emails, the alleged hacking or leaking of those emails related to the Hillary Clinton campaign. By the way, revealing those emails wouldn't have been a problem if the DNC and the Hillary campaign weren't scheming, dirty politicians. And the ironic thing is they schemed to elevate Trump. So in reality, Trump is blowback of their scheme to try to win the White House, trying to manipulate our system by trying to boost Trump above the other Republicans. And in one of the emails, it's revealed that they said, hey, let's push the media to take Trump and these other so-called Pied Piper candidates seriously. And if you look, the media took those marching orders and did exactly that, with Trump specifically being given billions of dollars worth of free media exposure, free advertising. Look at the impact of that media manipulation. Trump was only polling just at 1% compared to other Republican candidates, and the media pumped him up more than any other political candidate, including Democrats. I'll put links to all these articles in the video description, including this one. Here's proof that the media helped create Donald Trump. According to a study, major news outlets including CBS, Fox News, the Los Angeles Times, NBC, USA Today, and the New York Times covered Donald Trump's campaign in a way that was unusual given his initial polling numbers. That is to say, the Republican candidate got a high volume of coverage even before his polling numbers justified it. And not only that, but a majority of the coverage was positive in tone. They talk about the invisible primary, where of all the indicators of success in the invisible primary, media exposure is arguably the most important. And the article says he was lifted to the height he was lifted by an unprecedented amount of free media.
When he speaks, he's given something no other candidate gets. That's wall-to-wall coverage here on cable news. He sucks up all the oxygen.
They advertised Trump above and beyond any other candidate that was running. So you want to talk about integrity of the election or manipulating the American people? No one did that more than the American media. The scheme was build them up and then knock them down so that Hillary could win. And that's one of the things revealed in these emails, that the DNC schemed to build up the more extreme candidates like Donald Trump, and then in the general election they could argue, well, you can't vote for him, he's too extreme. You have to vote for Hillary. You can read it for yourself. By propping up candidates like Trump, their scheme was to force all Republican candidates to lock themselves into extreme conservative positions that will hurt them in a general election. So this was a devious plot which backfired. It's called blowback. The media is continuing to push their propaganda term. For example, CNN is using it right here, election hacks. Yet the reporter and Trump don't refer to election hack. They're talking about the DNC, the Democratic National Committee.
Do you accept their opinion that Vladimir Putin ordered the hack of the DNC?
As far as hacking, I think it was Russia, but I think we also get hacked by other countries and other people. And I have to say this also. The Democratic National Committee was totally open to be hacked. They did a very poor job. They could have had hacking defense, which we had.
So what CNN is displaying right here is deceptive because Trump didn't use the term election hacks. There's more to say about this propaganda campaign, and I'll talk more about it in part 2. When I have that part 2 finished, it will be available right here. And I'll go into more detail about the alleged proof about the allegations of Russian hacking as opposed to leaking. You can click on it to watch it right here. Please use the YouTube tools to share this video with everyone you can.